Crohn's disease?
Hi Mataya, I'm going to be your nurse today. What brings you into the clinic?
I've been having really bad abdominal pain, and I've lost a lot of weight in the last month. I've also been really nauseous, and I've had really bad diarrhea.
Those sound like symptoms of Crohn's.
Oh, my mom has Crohn's.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What exactly is it?
What is it? Crohn's is an autoimmune inflammatory bowel disease that causes inflammation of the intestinal tract occurring anywhere from the mouth to the anus.
Crohn's is more prominent from the adolescent age to the young adult. Another risk factor is family history, if you smoke, or taking a large amount of NSAIDs.
What are the causes? The immune system begins to overreact towards the digestive system and produces too much inflammation. Environmental factors such as urban settings are said to have influenced Crohn's. Genetics. It's linked to chromosomes 5 and 10. Variations to the ATG16L1 and IRGM and NOD2 genes are linked to having a higher risk of Crohn's. IL-23R gene is associated with having Crohn's.
The digestive system has four main functions. One is the chemical digestion. This occurs with the secretion of enzymes from the salivary gland and the pancreas. 2. Mechanical digestion. This occurs when our stomach muscles churn up our food or our teeth break it down when we chew. 3. Absorbed nutrients. Passage of digested food from the lumen to the blood of the mucosal layer by active or passive transport. Water, minerals, and vitamins are also absorbed. 4. Defecation. Indigestible substances are eliminated in feces from the anus. The body's normal immune response begins with macrophages. On the macrophages, there is a special receptor called TLRs.
Toll-like receptors are a class of proteins that play a key role in the innate immune system. TLR3 receptors recognizes genetic information carried by some viruses. Upon recognition, it signals other cells to increase their antiviral defenses. TLR5 receptors recognizes bacterial flagellin. When activated, it induces programmed cell death.
TLRs respond to commensal organisms or pathogens that enter the body. Once the pathogens activate the TLRs release a chemical compound called cytokines. Cytokines then attract white blood cells or leukocytes to the area. Inflammation and its symptoms. Normally, inflammation occurs when there is a pathogen or an injury to the tissue. It results in heat, redness, swelling, and pain.
The wall of the intestinal lumen consists of 5 layers, which are all affected by Crohn's. In patients with Crohn's, the epithelial layer increases in permeability, allowing pathogens to leak through to the mucosal layer with less resistance.
In Crohn's patients, fewer TLR3 and TLR5 receptors are present. This results in hypersensitivity to commensal exposure, microorganisms which are generally harmless. This induces an aggressive and unsuppressed inflammatory response. Another potential complication is the mucosa's inability to suppress an inappropriately triggered immune response. When immune cells are not properly controlled and cleared from the body, they persist and remain activated rather than undergoing programmed cell death.
So how can I feel better?
Well, there's actually no cure for Crohn's, but we do have some prescriptions for you to manage your symptoms. So there's immunosuppressants, which will block the immune system and reduce your sensitivity. There's anti-inflammatories on there, which will help with your inflamed bowels. Same with steroids. They will complement the anti-inflammatories.
Wow, okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
Summary. Crohn's is an autoimmune inflammatory bowel disease that causes inflammation of the intestinal tract. Some symptoms are weight loss, abdominal pain, nausea, and diarrhea.
In Crohn's patients, due to hypersensitive TLR receptors, unsuppressed inflammation occurs and affects all 5 layers of the digestive tract.
Proteins. TLR receptors are a type of protein, same as antigens on the pathogens. Cell membrane. TLRs are located on the cell membranes and respond to antigens on the pathogen cell membrane. Cytokine receptors are also on the leukocyte cell membrane. Homeostasis. The normal functioning of the immune system and inflammation process is disrupted by this disease.